Greetings, peace be with you. So I literally just finished up a home workout over here, and in this video you are going to discover how to build real strength and muscle at home. Okay, and when I say the word real strength, what that means to me is relative to my body weight. Okay, because in terms of absolute strength, I've definitely been stronger than I am right now. And I remember when I was like benching 225 for reps, I thought I was pretty strong, but I couldn't even imagine doing the exercises that you are about to discover in this video right now. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this workout. It's a full body workout with the sets, with the reps, with the exercises, and make sure to stick to the very end of this video because you are going to discover the number one exercise to open up your heart chakra, right? This area right here. And this whole agenda that we are going through since thousands of years is to close off the heart chakra. So make sure to stick to the end of this video so that you know how to implement that exercise. So this first exercise that I've been working on for a while is the one arm pull-up, right? So I finally got it recently, and what I did after I got that first one is the negatives, right? And the negatives really help with increasing our strength in that department. Also keep in mind that I did not just jump right into the one arm pull up at the start of my workout. I did have some warm ups over there. I did warm up my scapula and really got my body heated up. But working on these negatives is what really helps me increase my strength even further, right? So in the beginning, it was like my left arm was much weaker than my right arm. But then by narrowing down my focus on how to increase my strength and equalize it in both sides of the body, by focusing my efforts on the negatives and on, just varying it up and not focusing too much on the right arm, which is my dominant arm, and now I've been able to get the one arm pull up on both, right? So the negatives over there, and then I moved on to these pistol squats. So I am carrying a 10 kg dumbbell, which is about 22 pounds. And this is something that, again, I worked my way up to. It's not like I started over here, because at one point I did end up tearing both of the knees in ended up tearing both of the meniscus in my knees, which is a ligament that is used for stabilization. And I'm so grateful that I've been able to recover. I'm not 100% at this point, but have been able to recover to get to the point where I can do this exercise. As you can see, the left leg, which is the one I'm exercising right now, was actually the one that I injured most recently, and that is the one that is not 100% recovered. As you can see, the stabilization is could use some room for improvement, let's just say that, right? I mean, maybe you can't notice it in the video that much, but definitely an area for me to focus on. So got 5 reps over there, and then on to the one arm push-up, right? So just alternating over there. And again, this is something that doesn't happen overnight. Like maybe you see this, you're like, oh wow, you're really strong. But I remember the day when I started on my journey, I couldn't even do a single 2-arm push-up, right? So it does take time to get over there, but this is an amazing exercise for not only the chest, but for the abs, for the shoulders, and overall, this is the pushing exercise that has helped me build a nice, square, masculine chest, right? At least I think so at the end of the day. So my main focus in my workouts is really to increase the number that I can hit on these single limb exercises, namely the one arm pull-up, the one leg squat, and the one arm push-up, right? My aim is just to increase the strength that I can hit on these exercises. So I go to failure on each one and really push it to the end so that I can really do that, right? And then the next exercise over here is the body weight rows. And this is more about building that, the width of the back, right? The thickness of the back as well. So this is replicating the rows that you can do on a machine, and I love this exercise. And I can see right now, as I have filled myself, that the form could use some improvement. Ideally, I would want my back to be parallel to the floor, but nonetheless, I feel a crazy pump in my back, and it's something that has really added to the development in the thickness of my back muscles, right? And again, coming back to the squats, because legs are an area that I neglected for a long time. In the beginning of my strength training journey, I remember that I was skipping leg day way too much. And even right now, I can see that my calves are not exactly as big as I would want them to be. So it does look like I skipped leg day, but this is an exercise that I have really been working on and has taken a long time to get to this point where I can actually do pistol squats with an added weight. And usually my recommendation is to first and foremost get to pistol squats, whereby you can do at least 10 reps with just your body weight, getting the form on point, because you don't want to like be slipping up over there, because this is not only about strength, this is about balance, this is about mobility. And if your hips are tight, like see over there, I was slipping up a bit because the surface area of my foot was not exactly properly aligned with my body weight. But there's always a room for improvement, and this is what I focus on for my legs primarily. Okay, and then on to the next pushing movement, which is the handstand push-ups over there. And this is another one that I love for the shoulders, something that I'm working on as well. I can see that ideally I would want to have my shoulder width a bit narrower than it is right now. But still, I think I aimed for about 8 reps over there. And when I do this at the beginning, like when my pushing movement is not that tired, right? When it's not that tired, then I can usually get about 10 reps. But again, this is something that I've been working on for a while as well. And then back to the legs. Okay, this is something, like you can see, a big area of focus for me, because I skipped way too many leg days in the beginning. So without the weight this time, just aiming for 10 reps over there. And after the weight, it's like, okay, wow, it's like pretty simple. And what I like to do is without the shoes. Okay, I remember when I first started doing this exercise, I was doing it with my shoes on. And the thing is that once I started without my shoes, I couldn't do it because I couldn't balance, because the shoes actually give you more surface area. So ideally you would want to be able to do this barefoot, because that is the natural way to do this movement, and just keeping the arms forward for the balance. And if you have the strength, then it's more about just building the balance, building the mobility. And I really love the pump that I get from this exercise as well. Can't really see my quads, but they've really improved since implementing this exercise, and I feel a lot stronger in that department as well. And again, like over here, I'm kind of shifty over here because the weight is not properly distributed on my foot on some of the reps. Like I'm a bit tilted over here, as I can see, and that really is the benefit of filming your workout, so that you can get an objective awareness of where those rooms for improvement are. And I'm tiring out over there. And again, it's okay if you fall over or whatever it is. It's all part of the journey. And it's all part of the growth and development, like not to, get too caught up with the faults and focusing on the improvement that we've made to this point. And that's something I look at, man, because it's like, shit, man, my calves are so small, my legs are so small. I wish that they would be bigger. But at the end of the day, I look at where I used to be, and I look at how much I have improved, and that is something that really fuels my motivation to keep going. So I can see over there I'm a bit tilted, something going on with my hips over there. I need to align them properly for this exercise, because like I said, my left leg was something that I injured more recently, and therefore it is a bit weaker, but it's getting stronger by the day as I practice this. And then just a finisher over here, been working on the ring muscle ups before. I could do them on the bar pretty well, and this is just towards the end of the workout, so I could probably do like 4 to 5 reps on the rings, but then I failed over there. And then just a couple of pull-ups to finish off to failure, and just did as many as I could over there, trying to keep my legs straight so that I could get the abs engaged as well. And just a finisher for the upper body, and then just getting some dips in as well. So if you have not tried ring dips and you've been doing them on a stable bar, I definitely recommend you order some rings from Amazon right now, because what you work with the rings is the stabilizer muscles, and this is something that you miss out on when you're working with the bar. So definitely something to implement into your training if that's an option for you. And just finishing up my workout with some abs. And this is not the only, I do some windmills. I'll probably show that in another workout. As you can see, it did start raining as well. So just doing my leg raises to failure, trying to keep my legs as straight as possible, engaging my abs as much as I can, using my arms as less as possible. And really, as you can see, it's like the form is getting worse and worse, but it's just about continuing on, right? Going to failure, going to the point where beyond it's going to lead to that improvement. It's going to lead to that recovery so that I can come back stronger. I think I got about 12 reps over there. And then just a finisher off the finisher is the exercise that opens your heart chakra. Okay, I don't recommend that you do this like right up if you don't have experience with it. Do the hip bridges first, but this is really the bridge that I've been working on for a while as well. I had lower back issues, I had like some shoulder issues, and this is an exercise which I've used not only to open up my heart, not only to feel more like myself, not only to build that mobility in my shoulders and my back, but something that allows me to feel more into my body and open up really and feel like there's nothing like the feeling that I get after performing the bridge over here. But like I said, you don't want to dive into it too quickly. Like, you want to work towards it. I can post a tutorial about it if you want, step by step, piece by piece. You can get there. Okay, I remember when I couldn't as well. And this is the best part, just lying in Shavasana, lying in the corpse pose, and just really feeling the end of that workout and really giving it my all in that department. So there you have it. That was the full body workout. I hope that you implement this. Let me know about any questions in the comments below. I love hearing from you. I reply. I mean, I see every single comment. I don't necessarily reply to every single one, but I definitely know that I do check it out. Okay, so let me know in the comments below what were your thoughts on that. I'm just going to leave you with this. Okay, a lot of people are like, what is the best workout? And the answer is the one that you are not doing. Right, these crows agree with me right now. The workout that you are not doing is the best workout. Okay, because for a long time I was focused on strength training. I ended up getting injured, and that just set me a lot of steps backwards. Okay, so I believe that the foundation is always mobility and flexibility, because that is what allows us to build the structure of our strength on top of. Okay, so I will leave you with that. I will leave you in the peace and power of the one infinite creator. I hope that you're continuing to level up, improve, to grow, to expand what you think you are possible for, because know that you are capable of way more than your mind can even begin to imagine. Okay, tune into this section over here, the heart chakra, and you will open up to your true potential. Okay, so this has been Mo here, and I will catch you in the next one.